point of view with this situation that is happening today is that God is talking to us, that God is looking a way to bless us. And a situation like this is what God used to call our attention. When God mentioned that in the last days that certain things would happen, He was using it to encourage the people, because in those days the Christians used to suffer a whole lot.
I believe God allows this to come around because God is seeking to awaken people to be conscious that there is a God and that He rules the universe and that He rules our lives. I believe this is a moment that God is ringing. God allowed this thing to happen. It's like a ringing a bell for us to wake up.
So this time is for us to get united with our family, with our neighborhood, and be obedient to God, be respectful to one another, and try to draw nearer to God, because Jesus said if we draw near to Him, He will draw near to us.
People is losing, well, confidence in the churches and in the religious leaders, mainly because of how we as religious leaders we act. And before, the leaders were very, very interesting in other people, in the people's soul, in the people's life, in how people do things and how they get along. But today we show a lot more interest in ourselves and maybe even in the church, that the church will run good. But we put very little interest really on the people outside. You see, the aim of Christ coming into the world is to save people. So the church's main interest all the time is to get people saved. So whenever our interests go on other things, maybe how things work and how things look and what we have and what we get and competition, then we're going to lose credibility.
It is predicted already in the Bible, because Jesus tell we say these things will happen. Well, maybe we don't pay much attention to it, but now God is calling our attention, reminding us that He's coming back sooner. Well, we need to be more faithful to Him.
In this pandemic moment that we are living, I believe it revealed to you the people who were really in the Lord and those that were probably type of dear for different reasons. I believe those that are in Christ Jesus, I believe they will survive and they will stand firm.
What was in the book of Revelation, different people have different concept about it. Some people's concept is that most of the things that are in the book of Revelation happen already. Other people's concept is that it is happening in the moment, and there still are other set of people that concept that it's things that will be happening in the future. The Christian life worthwhile. That the best life that anybody can live is the Christian life. People get the concept that life in the church is boring and life outside is sweet. So people drift off from the church looking enjoyment, when really the Christian life is the sweetest life that we can live. The advice that I would give in general is that we listen to what God is telling us through this situation. I advise everybody that you take care of yourself, that you go according to the recommendation that was given through different medias, and that you take this as a call that God is calling us to be faithful to Him, to serve Him and to please Him. So let's protect ourselves and let's use this as God is talking to us to make us better people.